the funk out. Let's start with a poll, shall we? Do a poll. Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Funky. Yes. No. Start poll. Hello everyone. Welcome to the show, to my new live stream. What is it about? Well, we'll find out, shall we? A little bit quieter. Oh, I've put the studio back together, and now everything's sort of a mixture of familiar and unfamiliar. And the mix is slightly further away. Okay. How are we doing? I'm going to wait for a few more people to arrive before I really start getting funky, you know? First, I need to do this. Ah, yeah. We're all out of bubblegum. We'll go and get some more. Oh, excuse me. So I've made a slight mistake, because as I was just sort of sitting down, getting ready, getting in the zone, I was doing a little bit of the old doom scrolling, you know, and I realised that I've made a bit of a mistake, because literally starting right now on BBC is the Eurovision Song Contest with Look Mum No Computer representing England, which, as I'm sure most of us know, the synthesizer community has been having kittens over. There's no possible way I can compete with that with this stream. So, and I'm a little disappointed, because I quite like the Eurovision. I've been watching it since I was a kid. There was a period where I sort of didn't watch it because it was not really cool. And then I kind of did watch it one year and was reminded, it's so incredibly trashy and fun though. Like, why would you not want to watch it? And then I kind of got back into it and sort of used to watch it every year. And but because I don't have television, I'm not watching it. But I just realised, oh God, everyone's going to be watching that, aren't they? Not my funky live stream. So maybe you can, maybe if you want, if you can handle it, if your brain can handle that much stimulation, load it up on another stream at your end and keep me informed of what's happening. I kind of feel like it's sort of our duty as the synthesizer enthusiasts to show our support. Anyway, I can't read these comments. Let's make this bigger. Let's make that bigger. There we go. That's much better. Yeah. Do they show that business on the BBC player Dilio over there? Yes, it's on the BBC, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm not trying to encourage you to watch that, because this is where it's gonna be. Well, we'll find out anyway. Okay, how do I stop that poll? God damn it. This is kind of like, they've added these new things into YouTube and I haven't quite worked out how to navigate it yet. End poll. What were the results of the poll? 100% yes out of 8 votes. Okay. TV license is a scam. I'm inclined to agree. I'm not giving my money to no Ring. Also, the BBC hasn't been good for about 20 years anyway. Are we going to use the aim and break? No, we're not. So what we're going to do is, I'll turn that down a little bit more. What I'm going to do, this is going to be a, what is this live stream about? Well, it's going to, I'm going to try and make some music. We're going to have a nice time. I'm going to hang out and, engage with you fine people. I hope that you'll have a nice time. I hope you might pick up some ideas. I was experimenting on Monday with some clips, Ableton clip stuff. And I stumbled upon this thing, which I've never done before, which I thought was really interesting. I got very excited and I started thinking, what could I do this with? And I started doing it with like some acoustic instruments, like a drum kit and a Fender Rhodes and a bass guitar. Not me playing it, just using instruments. And it sort of turned into this kind of 70s, early 80s kind of TV funk type thing. And I was like, oh, I want to do a live stream with this. And that's basically what we're going to do. And I started thinking that sometimes certain processes that you stumble upon when you play with the technology, they kind of almost instantly lend themselves to certain genres. And for me, whilst I was trying this thing out, I thought this would be really good for simulating a bunch of session musicians having a funky jam to television. And that was kind of what I did. And I've practiced it a couple of times, but I've also left it a little bit vacant in my brain so that we can maybe make some new discoveries. So I hope that maybe you might learn some things. Maybe a song will happen, or I'll just make something and we'll just hang out. Ask me some questions if you like, or just talk amongst yourselves. Share your favorite, I don't know, share your favorite cop funk TV show theme tunes. It's gonna be a bit of Herbie Hancock, a little bit, but obviously probably nowhere near as good. And also I'm gonna do a lot of it on the keyboard and on the push 3. I am not the best keyboard player in the world, so it's probably all gonna be in one key, which is one of the few keys that I can play on the keyboard. I've also been rebuilding my studio, and I say it's my studio. It's not really a studio. It's my music room. It's my spare room where all my stuff is. It's not a studio. In my opinion, it's not really a studio unless it's like soundproofed. No, I don't know. But it's a studio to me. And I'm working on a hugely integrated hub hybrid aggregate system. And I'm getting there very slowly. It is taking a little bit of time. And I've had to buy new cables and, evaluate the whole situation. This technically works, but it's a very old unit. Should I sell it and get a more recent one? Or, trying to make the most out of everything that I have and get it all working together, because I thought it might make live streams more interesting. I think in the future, I'd like to do more live streams where I just kind of like make stuff and do it with everything. The modulars coming together. It's been a little bit updated, pulled off the shelf, been dusted off. SH101 next to it, Analog Rytm. Going to be coming in on USB as a sound module. Too many Ableton controllers. Octatrack, which I'm going to patch in and out so that I can kind of run Ableton out into it and back into Ableton again. New speakers, got some new speakers. Line 6 Helix on the floor for guitar stuff, and for also running audio out of Ableton into it and back in again. So basically I'm trying to create like a huge audio interface using everything that I own, because for a long time it was just sort of scattered about my flat. I would sort of think like, I'll go to the window in the front room and do some modular, or I'll go into my other room and do Ableton or whatever. And I thought, I'm just going to get it all together. Anyway, but we're not going to do any of that tonight. We're just going to do keyboard and push and live. So, and also Reason 14 came out this week, and I've got it. I've been having a little look at it. I can't really talk about it a huge amount because I don't use it as my main DAW as much as some people. But I was watching some of the coverage about it, and I was thinking, oh, they've really put some things in that I think I'd quite like Ableton to have. And then some other things where I was just like, oh, you've added that in. But that's been in other things for like 20 years. So one of those things where they kind of go really good in one direction, and then you sort of think they're catching up in the other direction. And there's not really a huge amount in terms of new devices. I like using it as a VST. And so, yeah, so that was the first poll. So the first poll was how funky is funky? That was the first poll. The second poll is, what am I going to use to do this stream? Because I want to share this stream to Patreon later. So Patreon members are incentivized because they are my bread and butter. And I don't want to leave them out. So, I'm just writing the poem right now. What shall I use for this stream? Only Live Suite or Live Suite and Reason 14 VST? Because Reason 14, in terms of its instruments, I've always thought it's quite competitive. Okay, let's start that poll now. But I realised that Patreon, not all my Patreon members probably have Reason 14 and Live, so I was kind of thinking, oh, if I just use those instruments, then it's not going to be that particularly downloadable for the Patreon hardcores. So we'll run a poll. Yeah. Well, I suppose whilst I'm waiting for that poll, I could maybe do some drums. Let's bin off the AI Kitchen music theme and let's bring the audio back up. So I also kind of wiped some hard drives and moved some stuff around and thought I want to reorganize my external libraries. I've re-downloaded all of my Ableton live packs, at least the ones that I like. So I've got orchestral brass, orchestral mallet strings, orchestral woodwind, and I've got session drums multi-mic, which is actually my favorite, and session drums studio. So again, this is sort of something I don't think I get into trouble for doing this, but if I shared this to Patreon later, then technically you ought to have these packs installed, but I'm not going to bother. Let's browse some club session drums club. Go to drums. No, we don't want kits. We want samples. Oh, this is slightly. Oh, drum hits. Here we go. Standard hits. Okay, let's start with the snares. Now, browsing these is a little bit irritating because they sort of have to load into RAM. Is that a little quiet? That's quite good. That's quite good. Can you hear how it sort of needs to load into RAM to play it? Who the earth is that? Oh, that's my family WhatsApp. Yeah, I just want to say, I was just texting my family WhatsApp to say, the guy representing England in Eurovision is a guy I did a gig with in Wimbledon Library 10 years ago for CV Freaks. Are you in there, Eden Gray? Tell them about it. Tell them that you booked him for a gig before he was big or when he was just starting to. Yeah, there you are. I see you. Tell them in the chat that you booked him for a gig when he was on the up. Now he's a stratospheric megastar with a museum, I hear. I guess I could just watch it on demand later, but it doesn't have the same excitement. Right, what was I doing? Browsing. That Rezo Classic is quite nice. Are they the same one? Okay, that's fine. We'll go with those. So I'm going to get a drum rack, and I'm going to build the drum rack in sort of my own idiosyncratic way, designed for my left-handed finger drumming. Where are we? Packs, where was I? There we go. Rezo Classic. Oh, that's the rim. Okay. Let's put two hits. Let's put one hit there and a rim there and a rim there. Yeah. Actually, before I get on with this, I downloaded this plugin. Sorry, it's gonna take me a while to get in the zone. You know. I was thinking whilst I was preparing for this, I was like, gosh, a lot of samples. Like, do we really need all of these sample libraries these days for these worldly acoustic sounds or whatever? And I thought there's got to be like some sort of physical modeling snare drum somewhere. And there is. Check this out. I found it. This is free. This is called Excite by Chair. Support Chair. I don't know. I don't normally browse plugins, but I was kind of thinking, surely it's time that we had really good physically modeled acoustic drums that you can just 100% customize and tweak or whatever. And I found this, which is free, but there's a paid version. And it does sound very synthetic, but it's got so much going for it in terms of like, even with just 6 controls, there's a huge amount of stuff. So you've kind of got, it's very velocity sensitive, tip hardness, which sounds very rude. People make these things to tickle my adolescent sense of humor. So that's the rim shot. Drumhead tuning. Snare tension. Like if you were doing some drum replacement or something and you just needed like a snare that had a little bit of inconsistency and you didn't just want one sample going all the way through. Hit position. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit wah-wah. Some sort of band pass. But then here you've got this little dial. This probably looks really small on the screen, I apologize, but you've got this little dial here and that just sort of adds like a little bit of random variation to whatever position you're at. So you can sort of dial up. Let's turn repeat on. Thoughts on the new Boards of Canada thing? Don't distract me. I'm browsing snare drum plugins. Was it? Ask me again later. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty decent plugin, and I'd be very curious in the chat if you know of any good physical modeling drum VSTs out there. That yeah, you blew away the comment. Showing your age there a bit with that joke. Oh my god, I sort of try and find a balance between wanting to engage with you but also crack on with whatever it is I thought was a good idea. Anyway, go and get that plugin. It's called Excite, and I'd be curious to know if anyone knows of any interesting drum-based physical modeling plugins. And like, I don't mean just things that simulate marimbas or whatever. I mean like, so someone's designed the ultimate kick drum physical modeler and the ultimate snare drum physical modeler. Because I kind of think we're rocketing into the second quarter of the 21st century now. I kind of don't really need all these huge sample libraries of hyper sampled instruments of a piano if someone's made a really good algorithm where it sounds exactly the same and has actually more expressivity. Just to make everything a little bit more lightweight. The irony being that actually as computers get faster and capacity gets bigger, I kind of actually want less stuff on my drives. That said, I've re-downloaded all of my live packs. Anyway, so we got some snares there. Right, let's go and get a kick now. Let's go to packs. Come back here. It's a tiny bit of noise on my mic. It's irritating me. Right, kick. They're all a bit roomy. Let's have a look at the studio. Session drums, studio, drums, drum hits, standard hits, kick. So you can get, if you have Live Suite, you can get this all from Ableton. Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, maybe I should have used these instead. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that one. Oh, I've still got note repeat on. Yeah. Hardcore. No, turn that off. Okay, good. Some hats. The hats don't, whatever. do have to. Oh, look, cop style. Oh, we got to use that one then, haven't we? Why is there two of them? Foot. Where's the cop style open? Oh, brilliant. They knew I was coming. Okay, so open there, yeah. And then closed. Where's the closed one? Closed cop style. Why is it called a shank? Is that what you do when you just kind of like just do it with the foot and not the stick? Okay, we need to put these in the same choke group. We'll put these in choke 16. Yeah. Yeah. I got to remember to do some of those later. All right, it's a little quiet. Maybe come up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's get a ride now. So yeah, this is going to just take a little bit of time, but cop style bell, ride bell, cop style. They knew that somehow. Oh, cop style mid. Okay, we need a bell as well. We need a bell as well. Where's the bell? Bell, cop style bell, cop style bell. Yep, good. You can go there. I'm just warming up, getting the fingers warmed up. Snares a little bit. There's too much toms. We need some toms. Tom. Cop style tom. That's a floor. Okay, we'll do cop style tom, floor tom there and there and there. I don't really need that many, but like, and then mid. I don't play the well. I like to play the drums, like real drums, like a kit, but I'm not very good. But whenever I did, I never liked to have too many toms, and I would sometimes, because I'm left-handed, I would actually put the tom to my left and just have one rack tom, and it wouldn't be a high one; it would be a mid one. Okay, good. And we probably need some crash cymbals now. Cymbals, let's see what we've got here. There are cop style China. Oh, there is a cop style. Yeah. And then cop style splash. Hmm. 17-inch. Okay. Good. All right. Quick celebration guzzle of beer because we built our kit. In fact, why don't I maybe just save this? Just quickly save this. Save as. Save in the Patreon folder. We'll call it Cop Show. Cop Show. I'll do collect all and save later. Right. Finger drumming funk. Who would ever? I would ever. That's what it. But I'm going to cheat. Well, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to do an interesting technique, which has stayed with me all my life since I started playing around with electronic music. Oh, what's this? The IK Multimedia Modo drums are entirely physically modeled. I did look at those, but it's just pretty much. But it's pretty. Oh, I can't read that. It's pretty much just pre-designed stuff. You can't really edit it all. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Someone's got to do it. Someone make one. Someone make one for me. All right. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little trick where I'm going to play the drums in at half the speed. So this is something that I've been doing pretty much since I started learning MIDI. When I left school, I went to a music college, and during that 2 years at music college, we did a music tech thing, which planted a little seed. I sort of sensed that everyone else in the class wasn't really that interested, but I was kind of interested because I also liked computers. And they had a MIDI keyboard and they had Logic. I think it was Logic. I can't remember what computer it was on. Might have been an old Mac or an Archimedes or something. I don't know. But I was like, oh, well, I'll just slow the tempo down and then I can play everything. And then I can take like as much time as I want to think about how I want it to go in. And then quantize it, and it sounds brilliant. And then put it back to the speed that I want. So that I kind of thought that would be fun to do right now. So I'm going to try that. Let's get this going. That's a little bit loud. And I'm just going to play something to get some drums in. I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear the bashing. All right, that was partly good. Right, let's just hit quantize. I'm doing the bit of this on the push. You can see already some of it's off. Oh, I didn't stop the poll. Let's stop the poll now. Stop poll, end poll. What were the results from the poll? 79% want me to do it only in live suite. Okay, fair enough. Hang on. I need to hear that bit back. Let's go. Come on, play from there. Yeah. Oh, what did I do there? Put that one right. No, I'm going to have to just... Yeah, just sort of... tidy this up a little bit, not too much. Also, oh, what happened there? Oh dear, that, no, that way, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so that's a start. Now, do you want me to do like an electric bass guitar or a synth bass guitar? Maybe I'll do this. I'll do the electric one first, the electric bass guitar first, and then we can maybe try a synth bass later. So I'm going to use this guitar and bass pack from Ableton. Go to bass. It's kind of quite nice. They don't really have any finger thing. Oh, excuse me. This is kind of why I wanted to use Reason, because Reason's got that Reason bass thing, which I think is samples, but they've got like different guitars, different amps and stuff, but maybe another time. I'll just use this electric bass. Right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to play some... I'm just going to get something in really quickly, and then we'll have a little break. And I'm going to do some bass. So I'm going to do this on the keyboard. Oh, hello. say? Oh my. Oh, oh my goodness me. Wasn't really expecting all of this stuff, but like, I mean, if that... Alright, okay, alright, that's enough. That's enough now. No, fucking shut up! Okay, right. Oh my god. Right, I can only... I'm going to play this in my made-up scale, which is a combination of C blues and C Dorian. So I'm going to do something like this. Which is kind of actually... It's really just C Dorian. With that note in there. So, let's... So am I going to get a count in? Okay, mute the mic. Alright, I'm already very happy with that. So let's quantize it. A couple of few blips in there, but... I feel like cop funk would be a little bit more up-tempo. Yeah, wait, I'm getting to it. Just wait, would you? Wait, just wait. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right? I said it would take some time. It's going to take some time. Just wait. Just wait, would you? Wait. Just wait. Just wait. It's not all push 3. It's push 3 and my keyboard. I will do some push 3 expressive stuff, but it's... The bass line was my keyboard. Alright, now let's do some fenderrhodesy things. Let's go and get electric. Quite loud. Come down a little bit here. Let's look at some presets. There was like one that was called Dirty. I thought it was quite Mark 1 Dirty. Is that it? Yeah, turn the time down. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with this Rhodes thing now. Just play in some random crap. Okay. Quantize that. Not sure about the sound though. It's not quite. It's a little bit bright. Maybe let's try a different. Let's try this mellow. Oh my god. That was loud. Right, I'm going to turn down the velocity on all of that. Very low to about 25, but add a little bit of deviation by about 40, 30, 40. All right. Now let's listen. Don't worry, mate. I was only joking. I know this thing about Seinfeld core. That's a blast from the past. Okay. I went a little aggressive on the bass there. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get all of those bass MIDI velocities, turn them right down to quite low, about 25, and then add about 30 deviation on top, just so that it adds a bit of variation, not too much. Because we are going to be sneaking, we're going to be sneaking around a lot of warehouses to find the stuff, whatever's in the crates with this, you know, the straw in it, whatever people do in these things. I don't know. We're doing this is pre-Miami Vice, right? Now would be a good time to press the save button on the push 3. Did it do it? I don't think it did. Let's do it. Let's do it now. Okay. All right, now we need some French horns. Let's go to the orchestral brass sounds. French horn, I fucking love it. Oh, why is it empty? Oh, samples. Why is that empty? French horn. What happened to the French horn? Why are all these empty? What's going on here? Do I need to like install that again? What happened here? Oh no. What happened? I have to use something else. What's going on here? I just installed this. Uninstall live. Maybe let's uninstall it and then install it again. Do you really want to move the trash? Yeah, trash it. Okay, let's go back to orchestral brass. Will that download? Will that download while this is playing? I think it will. This might have been a terrible mistake. I can always cancel it. You missed those streams. Which streams? The one with Seinfeld. Well, I'll do some more if you want. So, yeah, this is kind of... I'm going to speed it up later, but I kind of want to get everything going in terms of what I want this piece to do, because... I'll just turn the volume down a touch. One thing that I was thinking that why this is quite interesting is because this is going to be, I think, a very, very satisfying combination of human performance. I think these days are gone, but once upon a time, Ned Rush used to get a lot of criticism for just hitting random, right? And I just used to kind of go, I don't really care. I know that I can pick up a guitar and probably melt your face without even trying. With enough distortion. And then it's this little bit like, actually, yeah, I do rely a little bit too much on the programmaticness of some of the ideas that I have. So I thought, right, I'm going to do something where I'm playing it. If I had a camera, I don't have cameras, I'm afraid. Like, I don't understand how YouTubers with 1/10 of the subscribers that I have enough. Their videos look like each video is like a 20 grand budget. They've got so many cameras, I don't know. But I did honestly just play all of that. You can just look at the MIDI and see. So I thought I'm going to play something in, and then I'm going to use some of that programmatic stuff in order to embellish my performances a little bit. So that's kind of what is the main theme, the main cop show theme of this, is that I've played in some stuff, and then I'm going to give it a few more ideas and then ask it to improvise around those ideas. And then I'll drink my beer and talk to you people. And it'll be really good or it'll be shit. And then we can all go home and cry. Or go home and have a nice time. I don't know. If I can shut up. Okay, that orchestral brass is halfway through in downloading. Yeah, up to this. Rhodes a little bit more. Stick some amp on. Wow. Heavy. Stereo. Now I am going to compress it because there is a little bit of velocity in there, but the velocity is acting as a way to change the tone rather than make it louder or quieter. So I actually don't want it to be louder at certain parts. I just want the tone of it being louder. So I'm going to get the glue compressor on, turn soft clip on, bring that threshold down to about there. Maybe a bit more. Okay, we can just start to see now that it's... Wait for a loud bit. Yeah. Bring it back up so that it's close to 0. A little bit more gain, maybe. Oh, it's a bit bright. A bit of reverb, maybe get the hybrid reverb before the amp and use the convolution. Let's use the springs. Awesome spring, Berlin spring, classic amp spring. Yeah, let's try that. Ooh. No, maybe not. Old school spring. Maybe I should put it after the amp. Space Echo spring. That'll do. Before the amp though. A little bit much in the mids, I think. Have a look. Yeah, there's quite a lot there. All right, a bit better. What happened to the brass thing? Did it download? No, it's still downloading. All right, maybe whilst that's going, I could do something with the strings. Let's get the strings, string ensemble, tremolo, yeah, this thing. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah. This is good. Yeah. I'm getting excited. Yeah. Oh, I've just pissed myself. Oh, I got too excited. That was good. Cinematic. Yes, that's what I want. I want a little bit of drama in my music. All right, let's get all the velocities down and do a ramp like that. Okay, a little bit too much drama maybe, but it's fine. Bring the grid down here. I need to quantize these. Quantize them like an idiot. Or quantize them like a sensible person. Start and end. Okay, that's better. Okay, good. Yeah. Let's save it. Save now. Save the children. Right. I was watching like a little thing on TikTok about the Getaway. Did you ever play the game The Getaway on the PlayStation 2? I think I've met the guy who did the music for that, or maybe he did the second one. I don't know. But that's kind of got this sort of music nearly, because that's like a gangster game, London gangs. You need some of that tremolo strings. Bit of GoldenEye menu vibes. Okay, good. I think we're on the same page. Right, has my horn downloaded or what? Install. Right, this better work. Otherwise I'm going to be cross. Oh my god. Is it going to install whilst the track's playing? This is when we're going to see how good Ableton is. Can it install packs while still playing in the background? And not crash like a baby? Oh, excuse me. God, I'm so sorry. It's incredibly naughty. Download the horns from the internet. Put them in your song. Download the horns from the internet. Put them in your song. Download the horns from the internet and put them in your song. Download the horns, download the horns. Download the horns from the internet and put them in your song right now. You cow. Yeah, come on, Ableton, you can do it. Let's root for Ableton. Let's watch this. Is this a monumental event? Struggling with creating new tracks, sounds. Any advice on getting inspiration? Well, I hate to say it, use some presets. That's what I'm doing right now. Basically just using, well, I'm using sample packs, I suppose, but... And I kind of had a clear idea. I'm going for a conceptual theme here. We're doing TV funk. Struggling with creating new tracks and sounds. I've got a pitch for that. Go and get like 8 sounds. Go and get a kick, snare, hi-hat, crash. How many is that? 4. Then get a bass sample, a mid-range sample, a lead sample, and a vocal sample. Like just a bass, ooh, a mid-range, and a lead, ooh, and a vocal sample. Download the horns. And then just use only those. Put them in samplers. Just use only that. Like, just set yourself like a little little challenge. Like, okay, I'm only allowed to use 8 samples on 8 samplers in 8 tracks. And then see what you come up with. Put the sample in, loop it if you want, play on the keyboard. Oh, the horns have downloaded. I downloaded the horns into my live set. Let's see if they're there. Yes, they're there. Are they there? Yes, they're there. French horn section. Putting the French horn section in my song. Yeah, I can't handle the suspense either, mate. It's too exciting! Right, let's do some horns now. good. That was some good horn. I just need to tie this up a little bit. I did a couple of bums there. Let's just sort that out quick. Start and end grid. No. Come out a bit on the grid. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Look, it does it if you change the grid. Hey, did you see that? I'm changing the grid size and it's updating. That's good. Well done, Ableton. Right, okay. Winning. I think I did that a little bit high. I think let's take these top ones. Let's get those and go down an octave. Oh, maybe I fucked it. Let's undo that. What have I done here? Maybe these top ones. Okay. Now, the thing that... Right, I'm going to have a little rant now. The reason why I was asking earlier about physically modelled real-world instruments. In fact, I was talking to User-Friendly about this. In fact, he's just texted me back right now. He was suggesting audio modelling by SWAM. And I asked him if they're very good. Yeah, very good. They're pretty expensive for what they are. I had a look at those and I thought they do look really good. The thing is, Reason's got friction, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And I've done a video with that. That is just so much, so many opportunities in that. But I've never been able to find a good horn. But what I used to do, I put out an album in can't remember when it was. I put out an album called Mode 1, where I basically I just got a push and I just got the orchestral pack and I just made like a load of what I believe to be very 70s sort of Herbie Hancock. I was trying to do Herbie Hancock meets John Barry. And I was like, oh, these horns, they sound nice, but there's not a huge amount of expressivity. There's articulations, but there's not much breath. You can't do like a kind of... I should just sample myself doing that. Like, one of the best things about that, when you get a load of French horns all together and they all just kind of go... Like, that is just the best fucking thing. And it's quite hard to do with the sample, so I'm going... Which is what these are doing. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to hack that a little bit by just automating some filter. So if I put all of these at the same velocity, so they're all at full velocity, then we're going to get this. But if I bring the filter down, I've just stuck an auto filter after it. It's a little bit breathy. Because if you think about it, a horn just increases in harmonics the harder you blow into it. So this is essentially doing the same thing. We're just... So I'm going to automate like a little bit of that filter into it. We could maybe just start with something like that. Duplicate that all the way along like that. And then maybe like skew it. So you can do this thing where you can sort of skew, excuse me. There we go. Yeah, you can sort of do this thing where you sort of skew it like that. Okay, I did it a little bit too much. Oh, damn, I fucked it. Where is it? There we go. Okay, the bottom is... Now, can I get hold of... Right. Oh, my God, what have I done? I'm not very good with automation. Laugh at me all you want. It's really not my thing. Okay, all right, this might be it. Yeah, maybe not quite. Now, if we just slam that into some reverb, it's just going to mask it a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I gotta get some reverb on my mic and maybe I can do the trumpet myself. Yeah, Object does have quite a good horn. Alright, okay. Good. Right, let's save that. Now, we need to move on to the next section. God, I've been going an hour and I've only just done the first section. Right, let's save that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a completely new scene with some drums. I'm just going to play, but I'm going to do a little bit more kind of all over the place. I'm just going to play like a load of stuff, and I'm going to use the push for this one because I'm going to lock the scale to the push so that no matter what I play, it's going to be in key, because I could probably do it on the keyboard, but I want to do it on the push. So I'm going to go to the bass here. Now we need to make a clip. Let's set this to minor blues. And then now every time I make a clip, it's going to be in C minor blues. So I'm going to just do like a little sort of bass solo thing. I'm going to mute my mic. It just changed it to C major. Why did you do that? Did you not just see me set that to minor blues? And then when I went to do the clip, fucking bullshit. That's kind of fun. So, right, let's put that down to 16 and quantize it. Let's check the quantize is 16ths. Right, okay. So that's just like a completely stupid solo. I'm going to do the same with the piano now. Up an octave. I'm literally just wiping my hand around the push. Drawing shapes, writing my name now. Ned Rush. Alright, that was utterly dumb. Quantize that to 16th notes. A little bright. Okay, so now that I've got that, now what I want to do is I'm just going to do one riff that I can mirror across all the instruments. I'm going to do that on the bass to start with. So it's just going to be like a little something like that. Let's get this going here. I'm not going to use the scalar when it's going to do it on keyboard. Something like that. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect is what I want. Now, let's get that, quantize that, 16th notes. Now I'm going to copy that over to the Rhodes, to the electric piano, get it all shifted up an octave, and then duplicate it so that it's sort of doubling. Then we might get something like this. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, fuck. What have I done? Undo. Okay, duplicate. Okay, so I copied it to the wrong note. Here we go, this one. Way too much reverb. Way too much reverb now. I don't like it. Getting rid of the reverb. Now it sounds cheesy, but like when you hear it in context of what I'm gonna do, you'll get what I mean. Oh, the Rhodes suddenly sounds a bit naff. Let's try a different one, maybe. Oh my God, what have I just done? I've got the ball. The ball. The ball. What is the ball gonna do? Oh. That's slightly irritating. I don't want a rack. I want the instrument. Can I undo that? That might be good. Let's try that one. Oh, that's a bloody rack too. It's slightly annoying. How can you tell the difference? There's icons. Let's just try this one. Oh my God. Okay, now I'm going to try and like copy that bass line to the drums. Yeah, this is it. This is the jazz breakdown. This is the raison d'etre, is this bit. Some of these are going to have to go to different notes. What are these ones here? You can go down to that. You can go down to that or something. You can go down to this. Something like that. What, this one? You can go down to that, maybe. I think these should all, maybe these should be on the kick. Some of these should be on the kick. These ones. No, change my mind. Right, okay, that's all sounding good to me. I'm going to move these horns and strings down here, and we're going to get onto the follow action stuff. So let's save that. Save the live set. So for this top one, we're going to select these 3 clips. We're going to turn the follow action on. I'm going to say follow action. I'm going to say play again or jump to another. Play again 75% of the time. 75% of the time. And play another, come on, put that at 75%. Play another 25% of the time. Turn linked off. And we're going to say every sort of 7 bars, let's say 6.5 bars, which would be 6/2 with legato. Jump to another clip. With these clips underneath, we're going to say play the first 75% of the time. Is this what I want to do? Or play other. Let's start with other. Linked off, let's say 1 bar legato. Then let's go up to 140 BPM and see how we get on. I make these drums a little bit more dry, and they're a bit. There's a lot of room in there. I don't. Really kind of what I was going for anyways. I think maybe, okay. All right, okay. All right, I'm starting to get into it now. That's why I've stopped talking. Someone's been hitting the jazz powder. Wasn't me. What's also kind of quite good about this is because I kind of played, if we actually get these two clips here and say that they're in minor blues, even though I kind of played them in a sort of Dorian blues hybrid, I can put some MIDI effects on top of that. Now, when you play a clip that's got a scale in it, all the devices, all the MIDI devices update to whatever scale is selected in that clip. So if I get a random and put it to the scale aware, set this to like bi-directional choices, let's say 3 and a chance of about 25, then it will just kind of add stuff onto what I already played, so that we won't just keep going round and round. I think this will work. Let's just check. What's that noise? Is that me? I think that's my computer. Yeah, so that says minor blues, that says minor blues. This one says minor blues, that says minor blues. What does this one say? That one says major. That's not what we did at all. But we will turn... yeah, okay, we better set these to minor blues as well. So we can do that for multiple clips. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. All right, let's just see how that's going. That string thing twice as long. Where would I do that? There? Yeah, that's going to be better. Oh, what was that? Oh, what is that? I didn't put that in. Yeah, slightly weird. Okay, maybe I might make that even longer. And the horns as well. But if I do it with the horns, I bet it doesn't duplicate the automation. Let's go to the MIDI. No, not that one. Where was it? Auto filter. Yeah, I bet it doesn't duplicate. Oh, it does. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. I feel like I fucked my drums because I sort of just I flattened all the velocities. That was kind of dumb. I don't think I can go back unless I... Oh, this one's... Yeah, okay, all right. That's... I've still got that one there. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is get rid of that. Put that one there. That one there. And then this one was going to have the same... This will have the same follow action as this one, which was again and other. Again and other. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. Okay. Okay, I'm going to copy that bass, but I'm going to swap this out for like a synthy thing. I'm going to try and do something in analog. See if I can make like a kind of... I don't know what I'm going to do. That's what I just did with my mouth. Okay, play. Mono. Put it to mono. Mono. That's not really kind of what I was going for. But if I drum bus it, maybe that one. Alright, maybe I can put like a sign underneath with just operator. Let's group that. Oh my. Bloody hell. Get operator in. Oh my. Do that to 1. I think those drums are a little aggressive, so I might actually just pull them all down a bit so that the feel is still there, they're just not hitting as hard. Wow. Why is that so much louder than the other ones? Oh yeah, because the velocity's better. I'm really pleased with that. that's come together quite well. But maybe I'll change the hat for the ride so we can just get that, move those up to there. Oh, excuse me. Now I know why that's phasing. It's because, which one is it? This one. If we go to the global, it's already on 8 voices. Maybe that's why it's phasing. Let's set it to 1 voice. Yeah, sounds way better. Yep. That with the trumpet as well. Let's try orchestral brass. Let's try trumpet. Solo staccato. Yeah, let's see if this will work. What's it just done? No, don't do that. That isn't what I asked. Drag that there. Yeah, put that there. Let's see what it's like. This might be amazing or awful. Let's find out. That doesn't sound trumpety at all. Let's try this one. See, I'm inclined to just go for a saw. Let's try it with analog. Go to mono. So now we're in synth trumpet land. Let's see what it's like. I don't think it really matters because the riff is good. Please don't clip that bit. Don't do that. Put some reverb on it. I guess I don't really need to go for 70s authenticity, do I? It just, the notes have to be good. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to do another riff like that, but it less all over the place and more just like ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, and just like keep looping it. But I'm going to have to go back to 75 BPM. So. Oh, I'm on the wrong track. Here we go. Oh, let's turn off that stuff. Okay. Whoops. That'll do. Few fluffs in there. Let's find where they are. Where are the fluffs in my bass recording? Where are the fluffs? Where are the fluffs? Oh. Was it that one? Yeah. Fuck's sake. Quantize. Alright, that'll do. Copy that to the Rhodes and the trumpet. Go back to 140 BPM. Okay, you know what? I'm abandoning that random thing. That was a terrible idea. Whose idea was that? Oh, it was mine. Fucking hell. Stupid idea. Oh my god, I got it there as well. Oh my god, there as well. Okay. There we go. A little bit too much on the velocity. Alright, I'm going to take out some drums for the last 2 bars maybe. from here. Play from here. Why isn't the damn thing playing from there? Oh, it's because I got a follow action on. Okay. Alright, then, no. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so we've got like some stuff now. Let's think about what we're going to do with it. What did I do with those? I'm going to move you down there, even more. I want you out of my sight, but just slightly in my sight. Copy that there. Don't really matter, does it? Actually, no, we don't need to worry about these. Right, so we've got our sort of follow actions here. What's this thing doing? I've already forgotten. That synth trumpet is stupid. Maybe I should put some distortion on it. That might make it less cheesy. Where's the overdrive? Where's the pole? Did I not stop the pole? Are you? There's no poll going right now. Do you want me to make a poll? Shall I make a poll about what the next poll's about? What's that? That's doing nothing. Right, okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to turn everything off, come out of note mode on the push so that I can disarm all the tracks. Okay, so we're going to use some follow actions on the master scenes. So for this first one, we're going to say, how do we do this again? I always forget. Where is it? It's there. There it is, right. We're going to say follow action. After that, you're going to play scene 5. So we're going to go jump to scene 5. And then what happens after scene 5? I want it to go back. Oh, we go to scene 5. Okay, yeah, longest. No, we don't want it to be the longest. We're going to say it's going to play for quite a long time, 64 bars. And then on scene 5, we're going to say follow action, go back to, we're going to say jump to scene 1 after the length of it. So we'll choose longest. And then back on scene 1, we'll say jump to scene, what is it? 7, 50% of the time. And then on scene 7, we're going to say jump back to scene 1 after the longest amount of time. Good. Right, I'm going to save this. I'm going to fire it off, get another beer. How is it? I wasn't listening. I left the room. Is it good? What was that? Meeny. Okay. I've thought of something that I want to do in this top scene. So let's just bring the probability down on everything so that it's not happening all the time. Because I kind of want, where I come from, this type of stuff is about the space as much as the space you leave as much as the space you fill. So let's just bring the chance down to just over half. Let's do that for the piano, for the bass. Let's select all the notes, bring them all down. We could even do it for the drums as well. Let's just do it for everything because I'm going for soundtrack music. I'm going for late 70s, early 80s TV cop show, whatever, crime. We can do this sort of stuff. We're not making dance music. We're making a backdrop. Okay. Oh, listen to how different that sounds already. What the fuck just happened there? Have I got legato on or something? They all got legato on? Let me just check they've all got legato on. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, we need to have a vote. I'm not going to run a poll. I'm just going to ask. I'm sure only one of you is going to reply. Do we ditch the bass guitar sample pack and just use the synth? Or do we put the bass guitar? I quite like the synth now, actually. I'm done with the electric bass guitar sample pack. Decide now. Simple decision. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I spoke too quickly. I think some of these snares are a little bit much. Maybe bring them down. I kind of want a little bit of that kind of choky hi-hat. There's not enough of that. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to think about that for a minute. Oh, we've had that bit. Let's go back to here. Okay. What, an A-B of the... All right, this is the bass guitar. Why I went with the bass guitar is because I wanted it to be a little bit sort of this. I wanted this to sound like a bunch of session musicians having a funky jam. That was what I wanted Literally, what I wanted this to sound like something you got off the cover of a magazine, like off the cover of a guitar magazine or something. But also something that might be in the A team. Yeah, those snares are too loud. Gonna bring them down. I'm deleting the electric guitar, the electric bass guitar, and we're going with synth bass. Drummers do that thing where they go to. I want to put that in. How am I going to do that? Maybe I could put that in. Let's get this clip here. Listen to this clip by itself. Yeah, close, open. Oh yeah. Oh, pew. Yeah. Let's just put a fuckload of those in. All the way along. Yeah. All the way along. Actually, no. I tell you what. Let's use Ableton. Let's not be so slapdash about this. Let's get these two. Let's come out a little bit on the grid. Yeah. A little bit more. Fuck's sake. There we go. Let's group these together. Let's group them. Play all, play. There's grouping on. Play all, play one. Okay, so now when I duplicate these and adjust the probability, they will go and not just one at a time. That's what I think is going to happen. Let's duplicate those all the way along the thing. Yeah, I think I did that. And then let's select them all and give them, we're going to have to zoom in. Yeah, give them all like a little bit of probability. Yeah. Okay, let's put that back into the amoeba follow actions. Oh, I need to have a quick toilet break. Let's save. And I'll leave this with you and I'll be back in just one moment. more bit I want to do, which is sort of, I'm going to come out of this bluesy Dorian blues thing and go into like an octatonic, and do something. There's this one, you know what? One of my favorite like soundtracks is the soundtrack to The Untouchables, which is a different era. Even though it was the late 80s, it's set in the 30s. Ennio Morricone. I don't know if you've seen The Untouchables, but if you have, you know the scene where they're running on the rooftops. And I can't play it, but go and get it. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called On the Rooftops or something. And there's this like sort of breakdown where I think he's kind of like, he's hanging off the edge of the building, and Kevin Costner's like wondering whether to shoot him or not. And everything just kind of breaks down to this like massive sort of, like, it's not like dissonance. It's just all of these sort of strings and horns. And I don't know what's going on, but every time I hear it, I'm just like, what are you doing where are these notes coming from? And I sort of want to try something similar. It's not going to sound anywhere near as good. So we're going to make a new scene, and I'm going to maybe do this with just the strings to start with. So I'm going to go on the push. Oh my. And I'm going to let's make a clip here. Set this clip to whole half. Actually, let's just do like a little, just a really sort of basic kind of count with the drums. Yeah, something just like quite sort of soft. Yeah. Let's see what. What the hell? Oh, I did the chance, not the velocity on that. Bring that down. Yeah. Oh, wrong thing. Do something like that. Right, I need to get the mic out of my face. Okay, let's try that. So not really that good. No, that was it. I can hear it, but it. This is gonna take me a while. Hold on. Oh, fuck it. Okay. I don't really know what to do. I'm doing it on the push in a scale that I don't understand. I mean, I know that it's half tone, whole tone, half tone, whole tone, and so you sort of, if you... I sort of want it to creep. I wonder if I can put the release up. Is there like a release? Ah. Maybe I could just whack the release. Okay, all right, I'm going to try this then. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna run out of pads. Oh, I really fucked that up. I ran out of pads. There weren't enough notes. Okay, but it's all there, so we can... Oh my God, what happened here? Look at all this junk. Maybe I need to start lower. Okay, sorry everyone. I'm not gonna. All right, I'll try something like that. Okay. All right, we can maybe... I could have just drawn it in, actually. I don't know. Let's quantize it. I sort of want to do like a kind of diminished shepherd tone. That's kind of, I think that's kind of what I want to do. Which is sort of what I've done. Maybe I could just like copy that. I guess I've sort of done that there. All right, I tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy that clip. Keep that one, but I'm going to edit. I'm going to work on this one. And maybe just sort of move. Yeah. So I started all right, but then it went shit. So maybe I could just sort of just go like this. Am I at the end? I'm at the end of the clip now. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of that. All right. Maybe let's copy that to the horn. I wonder if I could like flip it upside down or something. Invert. That's too high for it. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Whoa, my goodness me. Right. Why isn't this quantizing? I pressed the quantize button. Sorry, everyone. I'm kind of like a little bit not engaged with anything that you're doing because I won't be able to sleep until I've kind of got this all sorted. That one's still wrapping. All right, let's see what that's like. And then for the bass, we'll just have like a bol bol. Boop, boop. Something like that. It's a bit of tension, you know. Okay. Oh wait, let's do it at 70 BPM. Okay. I've just realised it's not 16 bars. It's an extra bar. Let's copy that to the Rhodes. Okay, this is sounding good. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with myself. I think I may have accidentally, without thinking about it, tried to copy one of the things that I've enjoyed most about music that I thought I'd never be able to do. I don't know how I've done that, because I'm just convinced that all the really great composers, especially for film and television, are so much smarter than I am. And then I learn like a couple of things and I'm like, oh, well, if I just do that, then it's going to sound like that. And then it kind of does. But I'm still a little bit like, that's probably not what they did. They probably did something a lot smarter than what I've just done. But this is giving me the same feeling. I wish I could play you the piece of music I'm trying to reference, but I will get into copyright issues and I don't want to do that. Just go and look it up yourself. So it is a bar too long, but I do kind of quite like the way it ends. So maybe I could just shift those strings up like one. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I could shift one like that, and maybe call it 16 bars, and the same for this one as well. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it with 16 bars. See what it's like. Hang on a minute. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. What's this? Let's make that 16 bars too. Okay, let's hear it again. Yeah, will he shoot? Is he going to shoot? And then he doesn't. He doesn't shoot. That when Ennio Morricone died, I wanted to talk about The Untouchables. I haven't watched it for a while, but it was one of the one of the first incredibly violent movies I ever watched, and I was way too young to watch it. Even the edited version for television. I was born in 1980. A lot of 80s movies I saw the edited for television version, and then I didn't see the actual real version until they came to DVD when I was in my 20s. And I remember watching the edited for TV version of The Untouchables. I think I must have been about 9 or 10 or something. I was like, fuck, this movie's violent. Fucking batters a guy with a baseball bat at the dinner table. It is cold. It's so cold. You know, like, what's his name? Brian De Palma. He loves his ultra violence, you know. And then I got the DVD, and that scene is like an extra several frames longer. I was like, it's disgusting. What a violent film. But I was like, God, this music is like so brilliant. And it's probably not even Morricone's best work. It's just one of my personal favorites. And then when he died, I watched it again and I was like, this film doesn't make any sense. It's actually quite, I love it and I would watch it anytime. I might watch it tonight actually. But I was like watching and thinking, none of this makes any sense. This is just a load of stuff that's been edited together. It doesn't actually have like a sort of coherent like story. It's just like these guys just do stuff. It doesn't really connect. But I don't really care because I just like the dun-dun-dun. I wonder if I'll get a copyright for singing. Anyway, I've succeeded at emulating one of my favorite childhood musical moments from a very violent film. Okay, so let's maybe try and make this into a song, and then that's it. I can't remember what I've done, so I'm gonna have to like maybe manually decide when we go to this bit. Or maybe that could be the start. It doesn't really have a start. Okay, I'm just going to record. Actually, I'm going to save everything. Let's just save it. I'm just going to record what Ableton wants to do over to the session view. And then maybe we can turn it into something that might be a song. Okay. Undo that. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that bass. That bass was too aggressive just then. Why was that? I thought I addressed all of this stuff. Is it this one? Oh, fuck's sake. Is it this thing? They all look kind of alright to me. There's something going on with the velocity that's bugging me. Do it all like this, maybe. Oh, fuck it. I'll worry about it later. Let's just have another go. Okay. All right. What is it? Okay, I fixed it. It's all good. It's changed. Something's changed. I'm gonna have to think of a transition. It's alright. This is what it's like making music. You You try something and you go, yeah, and then you hear it 30 minutes later and you're like, oh. To the main riff, and then after that I'm going to go to the breakdown. I'm going to have to do that manually, so I'm going to get that ready. Can't see it on the... Is that it? Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. Cool, it goes on a bit. I think I said a little bit too long. Over the bonnet of the car in my imagination with big sideburns and a roll neck jumper and a leather jacket. Okay, now we're going to go to the breakdown. You can't like go up and down. You can't go up and down one at a time on the push. You can only go in banks of 8. I don't like that. I'll just trigger this scene manually. Scene here without the drums for that build up. I'll make these both twice as long. Kind of become a little bit disjointed, I think. I don't know what I did. Horns are too loud. I'm reluctant to touch anything because I'm recording and I don't want it to pick up the automation. Abandoned warehouse derelict. An abandoned warehouse district in the Bronx. Yeah, you get it. You get exactly what I'm going for. And all the police cars are like made of tin foil. If my talking was recorded. film noir narration if you want. She had the kind of legs you'd like to suck on for a day. And breasts that seem to say, hey, look at these. Yeah, she reminded me of my mother, all right. Nice ankle bracelet. Oh, did it slip down there again? Okay. I wonder how long that was. Probably about 15 minutes. Have a look. That was 8 minutes. Quite long. All right. So the mix is off. The mix is well off. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Let's see if we can do. How do you get the mixer in the oh, it's there. Okay. So let's save the children. Right. It's going to take a little while. Oh, I need another beer, but we've just listened to all of that. I'm going to play it again, then just quickly go and grab another beer. Too loud. Horns are too loud. Horns are too loud. Strings and horns are too loud. I sort of, you know what? Pardon me. The drums started really good, but now they've lost something, and I don't know how I'm going to go back. So. Where are the drums? Okay, these are the drums. Because the thing I was going with was that with the follow actions is that they will sometimes. So if you let's do a little recap. Let's do a little recap. I recorded 3 scenes. One scene was just a sort of vampy thing. One was like a very solo thing. And then the third one was like a unison, everyone sort of playing together. And the idea is that when you do the follow actions, they will at random jump to scenes where everyone plays together, which is sort of a thing, you know, like when really good jazz musicians who are just so incredibly good, they somehow know how to just play exactly the same thing. Like where you don't even know. It's just like a little... It's like a little look. They just look, and it's like, play that riff, and then they just do it. I was sort of trying to do that, but because I was using probability, it sort of sometimes didn't pull off really what I was expecting. So, for example, here with these drums, I think that's just not really happening. So I'm tempted to just take that out. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of these drums. I'm going to consolidate that, make it all one thing, and then I'm going to pull the probability up a little bit more on all of them. Yeah, so some of them are like really high. Let's get all of them, pull the probability down to all of, oh my gosh, and then put that up to something like 90%. Maybe that'll fix it. Oh, let's have a quick look at the velocities. Yeah, the velocities all look good. Okay. Now there's too many of those goddamn hi-hats. Where did I put that? Where did I put those hi-hats in? It's these ones, isn't it? No, that's the... So some... Oh my God, I can't... Oh, there they are. Yeah, I see them there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They... Can I group all of those as well? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because I grouped some of them. Okay, all right, we'll just do it this way. Okay, yeah. Bring those right down. 14%. All right, okay. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Drums come in too soon. You might be right, but then they have to kind of go. We'll worry about that later. Save the children. Okay. Save it now. Save. Oh. Okay. By the way, I'm not making a song. It's just Foley. It's music Foley. But they still come in too soon. Sonny, please. Concentrate, please. You're wrecking the car. Yeah, shut up, yeah. Look it up on YouTube. Hang on a minute. Okay, I found it. Hold on. Is this the original? Will it play through?
5.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm done. I've fucked up. Where'd Ableton go? Where did it go? I've taken it out full screen.
Go. Fast, sharp right. Fast, sharp right. Sharp right. Sharp right. Listen. Sammy, you have to listen to my call, Sammy. Please. I beg you. Fast, medium right. You have to turn the wheel, Sammy. Fast, medium left. Sammy, you're watching after driving. Sammy, you have to listen, Sammy, otherwise you're not working, Sammy. Seriously, you're watching and driving. You have to be easy, Sammy, otherwise we won't finish. You have to be easy, Sammy, I'm telling you. You're not listening. No, I'm just giving you advice, Sammy. Into double caution jump! Double caution jump! No, listen, Sammy, you have to listen to my call, Sammy, please. I beg you. Pass medium right. You're to turn the wheel, Sammy. Pass medium left. 15 down, triple caution. Triple caution, stay center. Triple caution, stay center. Don't sit Sammy, please. Medium left, long, turn it. Medium left, medium left. Medium left, nice and easy, turn. Throttle, pass medium left, long, in. Medium right, concentrate. Medium left, medium left, medium left. Listen to my count. Medium left into sharp left. You're not concentrating, Sammy. You're watching over driving. Sammy, you have to listen, Sammy. Otherwise, you're not working, Sammy. Seriously, you're watching and driving. You have to be easy, Sammy. Otherwise, we won't finish. You have to be easy, Sammy. I'm telling you. You're not listening. No, I'm just giving you advice, Sammy. Into double caution jump. Double caution jump. No, stay on road. Sammy, please. Sammy. Pass medium right. Listen to the call. Sammy, please listen to the call. Sharp left. Sammy, you have to stay on road, Sammy. Otherwise, car will break down. Sammy, you will wreck the car. We will not finish. You have to stay on road, Sammy, please. Oh, fuck. Sammy, what are you doing, man? Fucking hell. Sammy, can you please concentrate? Please, I beg you. We are wrecking the car. Sammy, you are wrecking the car. Sammy, what are you doing, my friend?
I wonder what happened to those guys. I've completely forgotten everything that's going on in this song. Now I'm just thinking about that. All right, let's try and do something to make this. Let's just glue it. Drums are too loud. Drum feels shit. Oh, this is my favourite bit. could like wah-wah the rose a little bit. And that maybe might make it too bright. Maybe after the amp. You know what I really want? I want like a really nice kind of phase 90. There's nothing quite like a phase 90 on the Rhodes. I don't know how to do that in Ableton. I guess you just use the phaser. Where is it? I don't know how to do a phase 90 sound with like a normal phaser. Where is the damn thing? Phaser flanger. Where's the phaser? There it is. Put it to phase like one notch maybe. That's not really it though. It's quite good actually. Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, hang on. How did we get all the way back here? Let's go from here. I feel like that I sort of didn't really give the drums enough attention, but now I'm so far to the end, I don't know if I really want to go back and do the drums again. But I mean, the ideas are there in terms of the music, the musicality of it all. Yeah. This is the bit when something really bad is going to happen. Does Ableton have a small tone type 70s phaser? No, it doesn't. This is the thing. Why is no one making a phase 90 clone? I have a phase 90. I bought one from Manny's in New York in 1999. I'll never forget it. I was like, this is the pedal. I think I've fried it. I don't think it works anymore. You can buy other ones. But it's just one of those things where you put it on anything and it suddenly just sounds like the 70s. Like, you can kind of do it with a notch filter, but it's not really. Let's try it with a notch filter. Let's bypass the phaser flanger and listen to... do like a notch filter on here. Let's compare it with this one. They're sort of the same. Oh, fuck it. I'm not going to worry about it. I want to go back to my favourite bit. Where's my favourite bit? Is this it? Is this it? Yeah, this is my favourite bit. Yeah, guitar riff. rig has got a very, very good... I think I've got guitar rig. I don't really use it. I don't think I have updated it, but... Agreed. It has been quite a long car chase, isn't it? Nice about when you send things to a reverb, one reverb, is that it creates like a bit of spill between sections, which I really like. Sometimes you want things to kind of go, but sometimes you want them to go, and like a reverb can just do that. It can just sort of smear everything and leave this tail. This is the tails, isn't it? I'm going to save this. I kind of feel a little indifferent about that take because we were doing some follow action stuff. It kind of maybe didn't do what I was looking for. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back to the session view and maybe see if I can just sort of change some things here. So I've got all of this stuff. I can't remember what I've done now. Feels like yesterday. Let's copy all of this down here. Move it more, and then just work on this by itself. I do quite like it. I do quite like it with the low chants on the drums, but I think it's too low, so let's just crank it up a little bit more. I can make them switch a little bit more often than what I originally said. Oh. Okay. Let's do this all from scratch. Turn the follow actions off. Let's get these ones here. Turn the follow actions on. Again, it's sort of kept the settings even though that I sort of turned it off. It'd be nice to, I never really thought about this before, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, just clear the follow action settings on all the clips. Maybe there's a way to do that. I don't know how to do it, but let's say, because some of them are different. Okay, let's say 3.5 bar. Oh my God, what have I done? 3.5 bars. Yeah, that's 3.5 bars. Go to other sort of 50, let's say like 60%. Okay. This one is kind of identical. let's delete that one and just do it with these two. This might be a little bit more what I was expecting. Follow action. Previous 74% of the time. Play again 26% of the time. Unlinked. Let's say 1.5 bars. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. What's this one even doing here? What's this one doing? So that's mirroring this stuff. Let's just take a copy of these. I just want to listen to these by themselves. Oh, I've run out of scenes. Let's make some more scenes here. Yeah, I think maybe these aren't hitting hard enough because I didn't give them enough velocity on the drum. You're gonna need like some gaps. The gaps. There's gaps here. Let's fill them with snares and toms. That'll do it. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Yeah, the crashes aren't right. No, it's the crashes have got to. Let's just move all the chinas down to the crash. The chinas just aren't hitting. Okay, that's a little bit more exciting. That might work a little bit better with this. problem is now that I've cranked up those drums on that, these ones are sound a little bit thin. So let's just get them all up a little bit. Look, Mum, I do music. Yeah. That's it. That's those bits. I put too much velocity variation on the snare. God. This is the merit of just doing a really good take, and then rather than just thinking, oh, I'll just play some crap and then sort it out later. No, do a good take. Do a good take. Even if it's MIDI, even if you're playing it in from your keyboard, from your drum pads or whatever, don't go in. I've learned a lesson here. We can all learn a lesson here, right? Okay. Sometimes, all right, let's zoom out of this. Okay. The amount of time that I'm sat here reflecting on how I didn't really do well enough at the start. I should have done well enough at the start. Right? I should have thought, no, that wasn't a good take. That wasn't a good take. That wasn't a good take. The time that it might have taken me to get to the point where I realized that it was a good take means that I don't have to be here where I am right now going, oh, bloody hell, what am I going to do with this? You know, sometimes that's why we should record things like it's 1973. Because there was no post-production. It was like, you either do it now or you don't. That's it. You're fucked. And there's some merit in that. Now we've got all of these tools, all of these things that we can do to make things better because they were shit in the first place. What if they were good in the first place? And all you had to do was just adjust the volume. There you go. So that's one takeaway. I personally think there's some funky stuff, not in that sense, going on with the snare. I can sort of see here that they're all at different volumes. So what if okay, let's take a copy of this clip. Let's do it with a copy. Let's go to this clip. Sounds better. All I did was just match the velocity on all of them and give them a little bit of deep. We did it. That this was bullshit and we should do another take. And instead of using the scenes, the follow actions on the scenes to jump, I'm just going to do it myself. So what's this down here? That's the same as this. Okay, so this is going to be our new top. And this we'll put like there. And what's this stuff? That's the same as this, isn't it? Ah, but that's got funky drums. Fuck's sake. Why have I made this so difficult for myself? Let's move that down there. What's this? Yeah, okay, we need that. That's our hook. This is our breakdown. What's this one? Why are they different? Why are there two of them? What have I done? Why are they different? Are they different? They look the same. Are they the same? Fucking hell. Okay, I'm just going to take one of them. Hold on a moment. I'll take one of them. I'll take this one. None of this makes any sense. What's this? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, let's take those two. Yeah. Let's put these down here. Right. Okay. Right. Now we're getting somewhere. Now. Oh my god. Okay, we've got some scenes now. Let's have a look at them. All right, so let's rename them. If I rename, let's just call this vamp. What's this? Let's call that like funky break. Just to differentiate them. What's this one? That's the riff. Let's call that the riff. What's this? Oh. No, that's a funky riff. Funky riff. This is the riff. And then this is the break. And then this is the only break. No, break, no drums. Okay, so now we can... So can you see what I'm doing here? Can you see what I'm doing? I'm now arranging things. I kind of maybe could delete all of this crap, but maybe that's a bad idea. So let's maybe move break, no drums to the start. Riff second. Vamp. Funky break. Vamp after the funky break. Then the funky riff, then the break, then the funky riff again. And then the break only drums. Okay. Right, now I'm going to do a new take. Let's save this. Save the children. Save it. Oh my. If we get a track done in under 3 hours, I will call it a success. Let's stop all the clips. Right, let's hit record. Now I need to navigate the push to... Oh, damn it. Yeah, does anyone know how to like sort of go bank down in one scene at a time on the push? Oh, is it this one? Oh, it's that one. Okay, I got it. Right. That's slightly... Oh, it does actually make sense. Octave, up and down. All right, so that's up and down. Okay. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready, people. Are you ready? Is everyone ready? Let's go. things I didn't plan, but it sounds quite good. Some things happened there that I wasn't expecting, but it actually turned out, I think, for the better, which is annoying and satisfying at the same time. Got it, sort of. I'm probably done, and also it's a reasonable 5 minutes. Yeah, some things happened there. I made some mistakes. I made some terrible mistakes, but as it happens, they worked in my favor, I think, because I forgot that I was grouping some of these clips together, forgetting that they have follow actions, which is they're going to go to clips on other scenes. Somehow, it worked. It's kind of a song now. The drums came in too late. You are a tough crowd. I felt like I overdid it a bit with the wah-wah on the horns, but oh well. I can maybe mask it a little bit. Maybe let's send the horns to the sends only. Take the outro of that and paste that right at the start because that is stupid. Okay. Synth horn is no longer necessary. Goodbye. Okay, I can start to feel it taking shape now. I'm getting excited. Get rid of that. Right, I'm just gonna go into some of these and put some crashes in so that it has a little bit of purpose when it changes sections. Otherwise it's a bit flat, isn't it? There's one there, I think. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. There's one there as well, and then these are okay. What about this one? No, not one there. Let's put one there. This one, that one, this one there. Yeah, where am I? Okay, this one. Yeah, that one, this one, that one. All right, I think I'm nearly done. I think I'm pretty much done. Let's save it. Are you still there? Just on my own. Pleading for something good to happen. maybe we want one little crash at the start. Let's just take that, copy that, go to the start, paste it there. Is it there? Yes, there it is. Okay, let's have a listen now. Decide on the title. Decide on the title of this piece in the chat right now. Do it now. just realised I played a bum note on that riff, but like it doesn't matter because everyone's doing it. I think I've slightly fucked the horns. What did I do? I put them to sends only, but it was sort of not really. I don't know. It didn't sound that good. I think it's because I put this auto filtering on and it's not happening here. Maybe I can automate that now, automate a new lane. Maybe I could do something with this. I wouldn't normally do this sort of stuff, but I feel like it's necessary. Maybe get some of these notes. There's a lot in the mids. It's hurting. It's hurting. Well, maybe I can do something about that. I'll take that drive off. Why did I put that on? What an idiot. Really nailed that. I think it needs a bit of compression. I think we need to compress the horns like an idiot. I think that's it. Right, I'm fairly confident that's it. So what I'm going to do is Eurovision countdown. Already? Have they done it already? I'm slightly sad I'm not watching Eurovision. Although it's nothing without Wogan, really. And the golden era of Eurovision was Wogan. Okay, I'm going to record the mix back into the set. And probably call it a day. I think it's kind of all right. Okay, let's do it. Cop show. Take one. Well, the only take. This is going to be the only take. Actually, I want that to not end like that. It ends there like that. So let's trash all of that. Oh, I'm in automate. Come out of automation. There we go. Yeah, so we can actually just record. We could do a punch in here. Let's delete that. Let's do a punch in here. Let's just set a loop. How do you do that? Yeah, let's do like a loop here, and then we'll do a punch in, and we'll just record that last little bit like this. You do it, I think. Okay, so let's try that again. There we go. That'll do. Right, that's it. I'm done. I hate this song now. I hate it. I can't bear to listen to it anymore. Actually, whilst I was listening to that, I was thinking there were some things in there that were not great. But I'd say it's 90%. It's a song. It's a song. It starts. It has a middle. It finishes. It's got some movement, dynamics, some feel. There were just a few things in there that didn't really do it for me. So let's do collect all and save. Collect all and save. And that's it. I think I'm kind of done now. So yeah, I'm going to go and put this on Patreon now. Tire squeaks. Yeah. I'm going to go and put this on Patreon now. You can download that there if you're a Patreon subscriber. And maybe you could finish it. Maybe you can finish it for me, or do what you want. Take whatever you want from it. Do whatever you want. I don't care. That was fun and at times frustrating. That is because that's what it's like, making music. And it's taking a very, very long time to save. Probably because what it's doing is that it's saving all of the... This is the thing. I probably shouldn't be... If you don't have Live Suite, I'm sharing stuff to my Patreon that you should only really have access to if you have Live Suite. I doubt they're going to come after me. They're going to come after me. But like, so yeah, I mean, the one thing to take away from that is that in those 3 hours... you know, I kind of went in with a very vague idea. I want to do copshowfunk. I want to do slightly 70s infused. Some things did come out. Whilst they weren't maybe particularly the most innovative or groundbreaking, they had some identity. Like that. And once you for me, once I kind of do like a self earworm, then I'll go away. And even though that the whole thing might not necessarily make sense, there might be something in there that kind of ruminates with me for some time that gives me some encouragement, some determination to develop that further. So it might just be as simple as like which isn't the most original riff in the world, but it's in my head. Well, it might be in my head tomorrow. I don't know. I might forget about all of this, but it's enough for me to kind of go, all right, that has infected me. That's inside me. I need to go further with that so that I can get it out of me. It's almost like giving yourself a virus, like giving yourself a little sort of musical virus. I sound a little bit pretentious right now, but that's sort of like what it is. It's like, oh, this thing is in me. How can I make it go away? Well, I'll put something else on it. You know, things, at least that's what it's like for me. I don't know. When I'm trying to write music rather than just fuck around, sometimes just little things. Simple little things can just sort of set you off and make you kind of go, oh, it really needs that. But it's not all going to happen in one session. Might be multiple sessions. So even though I've done like a kind of rough demo just to share to Patreon, it's not in any way a finished song. But it's kind of like enough to sort of say that if I don't care about it again in the future, if I come back to it and go, oh, I'm not going to do anything more with that, it's still kind of a finished song because no one knows. No one knows that it's a finished song until I say that it's a finished song. This is a problem that I have with people who post like works in progress on the internet. It's like, well, part of me kind of thinks you're willing to accept that it's partially finished. Otherwise, why would you want to share it with people? The whole point, the whole act of sharing it with people is a really big step. It's a very big step. Like, more for you than it is for other people. No one else gives a fuck that it's a work in progress. No one else gives a fuck whether it's finished or it doesn't even exist. They don't give a fuck. What they care about is the conviction of your decisions. Right? And this is the thing, if you sort of post something and say, oh, it's a work in progress, to me, I kind of read that and goes, well, what? Why should I care about that? It's not finished. But when I think about it in terms of the process, like psychologically, the process of doing that, I sort of think, well, maybe it is actually finished for you. And I don't know, that's something maybe I could talk about another time. Okay, thank you, everyone. That's it. I'm done. I'm going to go and watch Eurovision, or maybe not. I've been playing a bit of Grand Theft Auto. I love sumo. If anyone wants to play sumo in Grand Theft Auto 5 online with me on the PS5, add me on PlayStation. It's rude_NHS. I love sumo. It's the best game that's ever been invented. Okay, thanks, everyone. I'll see you again. Thanks. Bye. Bye.